Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2. And today I'm going to be giving you part 10 of What If Naruto Was Disowned by Everyone. Remember to get this one to 300 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends in your social media platform. And I post a new episode of What If Naruto. Learn the clone secret in the beginning, so go ahead and check out that and enjoy guys. And he also posted a new episode of What If Naruto Was a Godly Mage, so go ahead and check out that as well guys. And later on I'm going to be posting a new episode of What If Naruto Was Given a Second Chance, so stay tuned for that and I hope you guys enjoy. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time hearing my voice, and you enjoy the videos on both Anime King and Anime King 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So yeah, without further ado, what is to begin this new episode? Start the intro. So, the last part we left off, Minato was wondering what the hell happened to him, as Nade and the others came back to the village and he was waking from his coma, as he was really wondering what happened to him, how, and what put him in that coma. As Team 7 was given a mission, they were supposed to transport the princess towards the snow country, as they had to stop the bunch of horsemen that was running after her, as he asked the princess what's wrong. As she told Sandy that she's not going back there. As Sabeki tried to give her a speech or something about doing her work, but she said Jin's name. As Koyuki asked where's Jin. Moments later, Naruto was called to Hokage's tower, as he was quickly grabbed by a hug tightly from Koyuki. As he asked her what's she doing here, as she told him that they want to take her back. As she pointed towards Sandia, Naruto quickly called for his sword and was about to kill Sandia, but he was stopped by Minato. As Minato told him to calm down and remove his blade, Naruto slipped under Minato's kunai and smashed Sandia into the wall, asking him who the hell he is. As Sandia told him that he's one of the guards of her father, the previous ruler of the land of snow. As Naruto looked towards Koyuki, as Sandia was forced to go there. But Koyuki had a demand as she wanted Naruto to come along with her. She wanted Jin to be there. As Minato accepted, seeing that they paid for an A-rank mission. As the group was now on the boat, as Uncle was curious to what happened, as Naruto told him the story about when he kidnapped Koyuki to bring her to Dodo. But after hearing what Dodo did and about his family, it just shocked something inside of him, and for some reason she reminded him of, well, Mikoto. So he freed her, as he told her one thing, that she needed to survive. The group was then attacked, as it was Yujito from Kumo, as she really hated Jin. As Killer Bee was there as well, along with Darui, and Karui, and Samui. As Naruto told the Konoha ninjas to run, as he was acting all scared, as he told Kakashi that guy up there is the 8-tailed Jinchuriki host. As Kakashi looked at the team, as Naruto told him that they're after him alone, as they need to escape now. Sobeki protests, but Kakashi knocked her out, as he placed her over his shoulder. As Naruto thanked him for that and told him to go, as the group retreated back. As Naruto then smirked as he looked up on the group and asked them what they wanted, as Killer Bee told him that the Raikage wanted him to come back to Kumo for him to train to become the next Raikage. The reason being, as he went into a flashback, as Naruto was meeting one of his contacts for some information near Kumo, where Yujito had attacked him, thinking that she could bring him down, but Naruto literally kicked the shit out of her. The Raikage came there after Naruto defeated a large portion of his forces, as Naruto was able to use the man attack against him, and even scarred the man right on his eye, left him with a permanent scar. As Naruto left after that, as the Raikage was rather impressed in this boy. But Naruto turned down the offer right now because he had something to do. As the battle then started, as he started to clash against them, as Naruto was clashing but they were getting kind of serious, as Naruto placed Darui in a genjutsu that completely knocked him out. as the man seemed like he was rather lifeless at the moment, as B underwent transformation. But Naruto sealed back the power right inside of him. As the other three then landed, they stood no match and they knew it. But Naruto wasn't going to kill them, as he didn't feel like doing that now. As he told them to tell Killer B when he wakes up, that he will consider the Raikage's offer, but not now, he has something to do. And with that he headed off, leaving them behind. So yeah guys, that was basically where we left off. You guys can switch across the place and TikTok for yourself. So what do you say begin this new episode? With the Konoha team. No, we must go back, said Sabeki. For the 95th time, Sabeki. No, said Kakashi, we will not. He chose himself to fight against 2 demon hosts. And if my calculations are correct, Jin Kisaraki is dead. No, he can't be dead, she screamed with tears in her eyes. He can't die, she said. Nonsense, everyone can. Kakashi hated himself for what he's doing. Actually, he could have just ignored Jin protest and just stayed. But he knew that Minato Sensei was trying to get rid of Jin for quite some time now. So it was a perfect opportunity. And besides, Jin even volunteered. So Kakashi's hands are clean. Sobeki, Sasuke says he placed a hand on her shoulder. He promised, she said, crying. He promised he wouldn't leave me. How could he? Sasuke's eyes lit up. Now's my chance to show her who really care about her. Sobeki, look. He might be gone now, but I will stay. Hey, did you feel that? Uncle suddenly said, interrupting Sasuke's confession. Feel what? Koike asked. Something's approaching, and it's coming really fast, Kakashi said. Get ready everyone, he said, as everyone took their battle stances. When a bloody Jin Kisaraki landed face first on the deck. Ouch, not my best landing, he said to himself. Damn, he thought, I should get an Oscar for this. Jin, Sabeki said she rushed over. Well, I'll be damned. You really managed to pull that through, kid. How did you survive? Uncle asked. Yes, I would like to know that as well, Kakashi asked with narrow eyes. But Naruto simply ignored the both of them. Sabeki, he said. My ribs. Hold on, Jin, I'll take care of you, she said, as she quickly went under his shoulder and led him down the stairs. Wait, said Kakashi, first, I would like to know. Sabeki glared at him. You can ask that later, he needs medical care. Moments later, in Naruto's room. Careful, please, said Naruto. Oh, sorry, Sabeki said as she lay him down on the bed. Now, let's get rid of those clothes. My, you're one perverted girl, he said. I almost died just now, and that's what you're making me do. Stop that, she said. You know very well what I meant by that. Your clothes look like you've been working in a slaughterhouse for several years now. Shit, you're right, he said. Let's get rid of these. With their combined efforts, they removed his clothes, as she was now treating his wounds. That hurt, he yelled. Suck it up, she said. Are you a man or what? Of course I am, he said. Well then, don't yell, she said. Ouch, he grunted in pain. Well, thanks a lot, he said. My ego just took a great hit. But Sabeki didn't stop. Come on, he said. I'll be quiet now. But she said nothing. What's the matter, he asked. Are you... He then saw her face. Why are you crying, he asked. How could you? How could you, Jin, she yelled. You promised that you would never leave me, and yet you stayed to fight those Kuma ninjas, knowing that it would most likely be suicide. I would have stayed too, but Kakashi, he knocked me out and... It was good that he did that, said Naruto. What? How could you say that? It was good because that fight was really nasty. And at one point I even thought it was going to be my last, he said. And if I would have died alone, that would have been fine. I have nothing and I'm a nobody. No one would have cried if I was gone. And... You're wrong, she shouted. You're not a nobody and you have me. And if you would have died, I don't know what Sabeki, he said. I was afraid, she said. I would not have a chance to tell you that Jin, I love you, Jin, she said. Holy shit. Now you gone and done it, Uzumaki, he cursed at himself. Jin, I must know. If you don't feel the same... Damn it, screw it all, he thought. I guess there's no help in it. As he smiled to her. I guess I do, he said. After all, I promised never leave you, right? Might as well get comfortable. Jin said Sabeki as she hugged him tightly. Sabeki, my ribs, he said. Oh, sorry, she said. I was just so happy that I finally said to you. Yeah, and I'm glad you say it too. You goddamn bastard, Uzumaki Naruto, he thought. You're so bad that you yourself are disgusted with you. But I don't really care about that. When brother is dead, I would gladly let her pierce my heart. However, what the both of them missed was Sasuke. He stood outside the entire time listening to her every word. But after Sabeki confession, as he growled in anger, punching the wall as hard as he could. So that is what you've decided then? Alright, he thought. I guess I have nothing that is holding me back in that village after all. I'm coming after your head, Uzumaki Naruto, he thought to himself. Time skip. Snow country. Damn, I forgot how cold it is over here, Naruto said, as the group was currently traveling by caravan. So, Kizuraki, said Kakashi, are you finally going to tell me how did you survive that fight? Oh, that's simple. I lured them all out to the iceberg surface, and while they were on top of the water, I used a special technique of mine to freeze them all for a short amount of time. And while they couldn't move their legs, I created that ice platform and flew away as fast as I could. Simple brain work, he said. You make it sound very simple, said Kakashi. Well, it wasn't really, Naruto said, because did you see my state when I returned? Well, that's true, said Kakashi, as he really did look like he went through the fleshy machine. Alright, Kisaraki, I believe you, but it doesn't mean I trust you. You don't have to. I don't believe that we're gonna hang out in the future. This is a single mission, and when your team is going to become Chunins, I don't think that you would need any backup at all. Yes, I guess you're right. As Kakashi then looked, why are we stopping, Jin asked. That's what I like to know, said Kakashi as he walked towards the front of the caravan. What's going on, he said. There's a tunnel up ahead, we must make sure that it doesn't collapse. Someone should check it out, the man said. Very well, Kizaraki, you're up. Why is it always Kizaraki? Naruto muttered as he went into the tunnel. Wait, said Sobeki, I'll go with you. No, you will not, said Kakashi. But two are better than one, right? True. Sakura, go with Kizaraki. Tuh, Sobeki scowled. Yes, Kakashi-sensei, said Sakura. Inside of the tunnel. What are we looking for, Jinkun? Asked Sakura. The aliens, he said. They like to make their bases in places like this, you know? What? Really? Yes, really, he said. Sakura bit her lower lip. Forgive me, but I just want to say that it was very brave of you to stay back there and, well, take on those ninjas to protect us to leave. Thanks, any normal man would have done the same. But Kakashi-sensei didn't. Well, he's not really a normal man. He's a useless pervert who reads porn instead of getting laid. As Sakura blushed at that and looked down. Jinkun, she said. What is it? I believe that we got problems, she said. Who? Me and you? He asked. No, I believe everyone else too, she said. Look down. What the hell is that, he said. It's a railroad. There's chakra in them. It's melting the ice, she said. Strange, he said. Why would someone do that? Maybe there's a train coming this way, Sakura said. What's a train, he asked. Wait, did you hear that? Yes, I did. As Sakura's eyes then went wide. Run, she said. As Sakura rushed off, as Naruto stood there. Huh? Holy shit, he said as he saw the giant thing coming. Damn it. Izu, he says, he created the ice platform. Grab my hand, he said. As she raised her hand, gotcha, he says, he pulled her up. Hold on, he said, we're almost out. We won't make it, Sakura screamed, holding on to him for dear life. Yes, we will, he said, as he flew out of the tunnel. As he grabbed Sakura and jumped to the right, as the train completely destroyed the ice platform. Naruto burst out laughing. Need more adrenaline, Sakura, he asked. No way, she said, I just had enough for the entire mission. Oh, if it isn't the man himself, Jin Kizaraki, the Rattlesnake. Oh hey there, Naruto said, Dodo. I would say it's happy to see you, but that would have been the biggest lie in my life. Oh bravo, Dodo says, he clapped. Another one of your goddamn sarcastic remarks. I kind of like them, you know. And even to this day I keep asking myself why. Why did you turn on me? Why did you betray me? Was my payment bad? Or did you simply fell for my little niece? Or maybe both, Dodo said. Well, neither actually, said Naruto. Then what, said Dodo. Oh, it's simple, you see. I simply do as my left testicle tell me what to do. Dodo eyes narrowed. I see. Well, that means then... Suddenly, Kazahana Dodo! Oh, no, that's a rare sight, said Dodo. Up on the hill stood a group of samurais, and Sandia was amongst them. Your judgment day has arrived. The death of Sosetsu Sama will finally be avenged. Dodo rolled his eyes and turned back to Naruto. Do you mind? Not at all. He pissed me off anyway. Charge! Said Sandia. Sakura wanted to rush back to the rest of the team. Sakura, said Jin. Yes, Jinkun? Don't move. What? Do you want to live? He asked. Yes, she said. Then don't move. I have a good idea of what's going to happen, he said, as he watched between the space between the train. Waste them, said Dodo, as kunais burst out from the train holster and slaughter every single one of them. Sakura watched as they were turned to pink cushion in a matter of seconds. See what I meant? Jinkun, that's horrible, she said. That's horrible, he thought. Well, I suppose she was right. She hasn't seen anything that's too horrible in this world. As Naruto stepped forward, so you happy now, old man, he says. He looked at Sandia. As a man was dying, you have finally died. A samurai's death. Rejoice! As Sandia looked at Naruto, Koyuki-Haim, he said, sorry to disappoint, but it's just me. Say hello to Sosetsu for me. Hishogen. As Naruto's ice blade tear right through his chest. Why did you do that? Sakura asked as she rushed over. Why not? He was already dying anyways. And I wanted to do that since the mission started. Dodo burst out laughing. I just cannot stop admiring your ways, Rattlesnake. You would laugh in the face of your own death. Of course I will, Naruto said that smile. Actually, I did it several times already. But every time I just end up surviving. Suddenly, Jin, as Sobeki landed, with a relieved look on her face along with the rest of the group. Thank God you're okay. Dodo said Kakashi as he narrowed his eye. My, if it isn't Kakashi Hatake. No, he isn't, Naruto said. It's just an imposter. As Dodo chuckled. I always like your jokes, Rattlesnake. So you know what? I'm going to offer you one more chance. Surrender Koyoke, and I'll let you leave. Well, let me think about that. No. Ashamed, Dodo said as he snapped his fingers. As 3 ninjas arrived. Long time no see, Kakashi. As Kakashi turned. Neither, he said. Please, these guys? Do you really think... Oh, that is where you're wrong. They're not your opponents. You see, I knew that you would be coming here. So I called out for some more backup. And my call was answered immediately. Say hello to our old friend. Who are you talking about? Hello there, Jin, said a voice. It sounded very deep. Holy Mother of God, said Naruto. What the hell is wrong with this mission? First Kumo and now you. Don't you have anything better to do? Kakazu. As Kakazu was dressed in his Akatsuki clothing. Happy to see you too, he said. Oh, another barbecue coming up, said Anko as she licked her lips. No, said Naruto. He's not like them. He's actually strong. My, I'm flattered. That's a praise coming from you, said Kakazu. Kakazu. I heard that name before but I can't remember where. Kakashi Hatake. That hurts, you know, said Kakazu. If you ever heard of Jin Kazuraki, then you should also know the name of his greatest rival. Several people's eyes widened among this. Sasuke was amongst them. This guy is his rival, Kakashi thought, as he observed the newcomer. His chakra is intense and strong, very strong. How can Kizuraki even stand up to him? I see the cloak, Kakazu. So does that mean that you're with them now? It does, said Kakazu. In fact, I must thank you. If you hadn't killed Yagura back then I would have done it, and Akatsuki would have been after me instead of you. Kakashi narrowed his eye. Yagura? Wait a second, Yagura? As in the 4th Mizukage Yagura? Oh, you didn't know, Kakazu said. My, how humble of you, Jin. What is he talking about, Jinkun? Asked Sabeki. I'm talking about the person who's standing to your left, little girl. The hero of Kiri. The man who slaughtered the tyrant. Yagura, the 4th Mizukage. As everyone was shocked. As Anko turned towards him slowly. You kill Akage? What do you want, old man, Naruto said, ignoring Anko as he glared at Kakazu. You screwed up, Jin. You made it personal. Oh, never knew that Yagura was a member of your group. You don't get it. This is not about Yagura. Then what, Naruto asked. Kisame. As Jin's eyes widened. Oh, you thought they were going to send him? Tough luck, buddy. One more word, Kakazu, said Jin. Don't worry, I will not reveal your other secret, if you do what I say. What do you want? I want a fight. I want to finally settle things between us, one-on-one, no limits, no rules. And none of them are to intervene, because they will just be in the way even, the copy ninja. How strong is this guy, Kakashi wondered. And how weak was he pretending to be as he looked at Jin? If he revealed it right now, all my plans will be screwed. Fine, I accept. Jin-kun said Sobeki. Don't worry, Sobeki. This time, I'll return for sure. And with that, he flashed away. Clang! Naruto's skull as his sword was blocked by Kakazu's hand that nearly took off Kakazu's head. Too slow, said Kakazu as he took off with Jin. Hishogen, Naruto said as he landed. Kakazu smashed his fist into the ice blade, crushing it. Oh please, I said no limits, no holding back. You know, your little revelation has almost screwed up all of my plans. Oh, don't be such a coward, said Kakazu. I know that you can dig yourself out of any hole. As Naruto raised an eyebrow, are you surprised? After our last fight that nearly destroyed the entire town, I started to gather information about you, said Kakazu. As Naruto chuckled, and how did you guess? I'm sure I didn't give you any leads. You're correct, it wasn't easy. Almost no one had any specific information on you. All I managed to gather was extreme fighting ability. the killing of Mizukage, and that extreme amount of stamina, and the Sharingan that you use in our battle. Combining all of that, I come to this. No simple child your age could be strong enough to defeat Akagi, and a Jinchuriki at that. So I came to realize you're one as well. Then another question pops up. What beast do you have? And how does the Sharingan play into this? But since you have the Sharingan, then you're probably somehow related to Konoha. And Konoha only has one Bichu through their entire history. The Kyuubi. And the Kyuubi Jinchuriki was, well, when I checked, it disappeared several years ago. Naruto Uzumaki his name was. Naruto threw back his head and started to laugh. Bravo, he said. Total jackpot, my hat is off to you. Damn, I really need to buy myself a hat. But let me ask you this, Kakazu. What did it give you? Kakazu narrowed his eyes. As you said, it gave me that you're far stronger than you were in your last fight, because you were holding back. And if there's anything I cannot forgive, it's being underestimated. As he threw off his cloak. Oh, going straight out, are we? Damn right I am. I fought the first Hokage to a standstill. I came out alone against an entire village. And I sure as hell won't be underestimated by some teenager. So, you want to fight me at my fullest, Naruto asks. You know you should be careful what you wish for. As the ground cracked as he started to release a huge amount of ki. His power, it's incredible. What's the matter, Naruto said. Having second thoughts, Kakazu attacked Naruto head on with a punch. Clash. You really should stop being so reckless, as Naruto blocked Kakazu's hand with his blade. Shut up, said Kakashi as he pushed Naruto back. I told you, stop being so reckless. Kakazu's eyes went wide before a lightning-covered hand tear right through his chest. One down, 4 more to go. Kakazu spat up blood, but how? As the Naruto in front of him break into ice. Anger, read the clouds your judgment, you know, said Naruto. Screw you, said Kakazu as 3 masked creatures escaped from his back and surrounded Naruto. Well then, you want me to fight you my all? As Naruto activated his Sharingan, a massive fireball came from the fire mask. Fire? You want to see real flames? Let me show you, bitch. Amaterasu. As black flames consumed the fire and the creature as well, incinerating it. 2 down, 3 to go. What the, said Kakazu. As Naruto's eyes were now showing the Mangekyou. I guess you didn't do a very good job of gathering information about me, did you? As a lightning jutsu then flew at him, as it blasted right into him. He took that hit head on. What the hell is he playing at, said Kakazu. Suddenly, an arrow of ice escaped from the cloud of smoke, tearing through another mass. Huh. You want me to fight at my fullest, didn't you? What the hell are you? How did you take that? Kakazu saw the gust blew away, as Naruto was standing there with red chakra surrounding him. 6 tails were also waving behind his back. Kakazu started to panic a bit. This is bad. If he combines his Mangekyou with his demon cloak. Looks like a retreat is in order. As Naruto saw the last heart return back into Kakazu's body. Don't tell me you're giving up. Unfortunately, I have to, said Kakazu. I know where my limits are. That is why I was able to live so long. Smart Naruto says he deactivated his demon cloak. But you do understand I won't just let you leave like that. Don't worry, said Kakazu. I won't reveal your secret to anyone. Consider it a token of respect. Well, I'll let you leave on one condition. And what is that, Kakazu asks. Itachi. Where is he? Oh, I have good news for you on that front. Itachi was assigned to capture 90 Jinchuriki, so he will surely come either after you or that Sobeki girl. That is excellent news. In fact, with this news I can even let you go. So you weren't going to, Kakazu asks. Nah. I was going to kill you anyways until you mentioned Itachi and gave me that good piece of news. Just remember one thing. If you mess with my plans in some way, I won't, said Kakazu. It is important for me that you survive as well. Oh? And why is that? Because by the time that you're done with everything, that bounty on your head will be large. Fair enough. I'll get ready for you the next time. Moments later, Heads Up Nerd says he crashed down. As Kakashi and others finished dealt with that 3 morons. So what did I miss? Kizuraki. Just the person I want to see, said Kakashi. Well, I'll be happy to have a nice chat with you, but first, where's Sobeki, he said. That's none of your uncle interrupted. That Dodo guy captured your Heim. Sobeki and other teammates went after them. Well shit, Naruto said, as he created the ice platform and jumped on top of it. You're not going anywhere, As Naruto simply flew away without even listening to Kakashi. Come on, uncle, we're going. Fine, fine. But you know when you're getting back we're screwing, right? As Kakashi shook his head. With Koyoke, a generator? Say Dodo. Poor uncle, were you expecting a weapon of some sort? Asked Koyoki. To tell the truth, yeah, I did. I hope disappointment is not too much, she said. You ungrateful... Dodo, said a voice. As Dodo turned, as Sobeki and her teammates were there. This ends now, said Sobeki. Ah, you're Kakashi students. Are you sure you want to face me? Rattlesnake will not be covering you this time, he said. We don't need him, Sasuke said as he pulled out a katana that he picked up from one of the samurais. We are more than enough to defeat you, he said. Give up, idiotic boy. You have no chance. Shut up, Sasuke says he dashed forward. Sasuke no, said Sobeki. Sasuke, look out, Sakura shouted as Dodo fired a black dragon at him. But Sasuke dodged as he had his Sharingan activated. Take this! As he slashed on Dodo's armor. Nothing. Not good enough, you see, said Dodo. You don't have anything to become like Rattlesnake. I see. You're so close on a team with him, you want to be just like him. Trying to prove that you can do things like him, but you are nothing like him. Sasuke's eyes widened. Oh, the Sharingan. You're a Uchiha then. Pathetic. What? Sasuke said. I said pathetic, said Dodo. I never met a Uchiha in my entire life, but I presume that they were unbeatable warriors. But now that I look at you, I understand that I was sadly mistaken. What a disappointment. Shut up, Sasuke screamed. I am stronger than him, as a curse mark spread over his body, as he pushed Dodo back. Oh, you think so? Then let me tell you this, boy. There is no man that I would like to evade battle with, more than Jin Kizuraki. And it's not because he's strong, no. I hate to face him because he's smart, slimy, and he's a cunning bastard. He always knows things before they even happen. Do you understand why you can never be like him? No amount of training can get you this ability. Don't listen to him, Sasuke, Sobeki shouted. You don't need to be Jin, you are good as you are. Sobeki, said Sasuke. You're that girl from before that tried to prevent me from taking Koyoki. Yes, I am. As she pulled the Harushin kunai. Let's take him down together, Sasuke. Sasuke nodded. Back us up, Sakura. Got it, Sakura said. As Sasuke and Dodo fire off an attack as they collide together. Now, Sobeki. Sobeki threw the three-pronged kunai. She appeared behind him and stabbed him right in the back. Ah, you'll pay for that, you little bitch. As he spun around and punched her right in the stomach. But he was not done yet. Sobeki screamed as the ice dragon struck her head on. Sobeki, Sasuke says he attacked with his sword once more. Useless, said Dodo as he deflected the strike with his hand. That was not intended to strike, Sasuke said. From behind. Chidori! As he slammed his Chidori right in the middle of Dodo's chest. As if that level of jutsu would be enough to break my armor, Dodo said as he threw Sasuke into a wall of ice. Sasuke spat some blood. Damn it, he said. Sasuke said Sakura. Don't, he said. Help Sobeki. Despite her aching heart, Sakura stood up. Yes, she says. She pulled a kunai. Dodo simply laughed. What can you possibly do to me? This is getting rather boring. Dodo winced out in pain as a sword teared through his chest. As he looked down. You bastard, he said. What did you expect? I am a rattlesnake after all, said Jin behind him. Huh, so you won. What did you expect? Before I do anything else, let me ask you. Did you know about generator? Yeah. Why do you think I let Koyoki keep that crystal, knowing that you were after it? But how, he says. He coughed up some blood. Not even I know, and I researched it for years. Nah, I simply guessed, from what Yuki has told me. Your brother really was an idiot. Always blabbering about spring and all that crap. Think about it, you know him better than I did. What could he possibly invent? I see, said Dodo. But it's time for you to go now, said Naruto. Frozen, Requiem. Dodo's entire body turned to ice as the ice spread out from Naruto's blade. Before Naruto just turned his blade as Dodo's body bursts. Farewell, Dodo, said Naruto. Sasuke clenched his fist angrily. I tried my best and he just killed him like he was nothing. You will never be as strong as him, Sasuke heard the words in his head. We'll see about that, Sasuke thought. Time to end this charade. There's nothing left for me. Jin! As Sobeki hugged Jin tightly, that made Sasuke even angrier. How could you choose him over me, Sasuke thought. It's okay, girl, Naruto said. Everything is over now. As Sobeki slapped him on the shoulder. Ouch. What was that for? First, those Kumo guys, and then this Kakazu. When will you stop scaring me like that, Jin? Well, when I retire, he said. Thank you, Jin. As Naruto turned to see Koyoki's smiling face. You saved my life once again. I guess, he said. So what now? You're the ruler of this country, no? Yeah, but to tell the truth, I actually like my actor's job, so... Brilliant, amazing, fantastic, they heard, as he all turned to see their happy director. This film will go down in history. You recorded all of this? Sabiki asked. Of course, how could I not? The director said. There was just one thing. Sir, he said. Can you please play in the final scenes, as he looked at Naruto. But I'm not an actor. Please, sir. You'll be paid greatly. How much are we speaking about? Naruto asked. Time skip. Uncle was laughing her head off, as she just watched the movie. You're great, you know that, Uncle said. Yeah, I know, said Naruto. Why would you say something like that though, he asked. That's because I would have never been able to say that crap out the rainbow with a straight face like you did. Naruto snorted. Do you know how many tries it took for me to do that? But it looks so romantic. Will you say that to me, Jin? Not if I can help it. Kakashi-sensei, said Sabiki. Exactly, I hope you have your fun. Because very soon, you have a very detailed discussion with the Hokage. Time skip. I'm going to hell for this, said Kurenai, as she was walking on a random street of Konoha, with Naruto beside her. What for, Naruto asked. You know damn well for what. I raped a teenager, she said. Really? Who was the lucky guy? You, she said. I don't remember you raping me, he said, as he raised an eyebrow. But come on. It didn't count as that. I mean, I didn't resist. And secondly, I kind of asked for it. But stop bitching, Kurenai, he said. Come on, you know it's nothing like that. I mean, you enjoyed it, didn't you? She bit her lower lip, as her face became red. But I always thought that you should do this with someone you only... Naruto rolled his eyes. This was really starting to get really annoying. Then, consider that you really like me, he said. Now, go home and get some rest. What about you? I still have the Hokage to report to. You don't sound too happy about that. Nah, said Naruto. I don't. See you later, he says. He walked off. As Kurenai said nothing as she headed off. This week was really, well, up and down. It started when Kakashi gave up the information that he learned to Minato. But Minato already knew that. Yeah, it was foolish to count on Jiraiya's silence about Naruto killing the Mizukage. And it wasn't really related to Konoha's security, so that wasn't a crime. But just to screw with him, Minato gave him and Uncle another set of D-rank missions, because he withheld information. So crap happened. The only good side is that he had free evenings since he did the D-rank missions in the morning, and Uncle took advantage of that time with him. That's how half of the week went. And then he woke up next to a very drunk, naked Uncle, and he was extremely drunk as well, until a bird flew inside the window with a letter. Apparently Minato needed them for some reason, as Uncle was in no condition to go anywhere, so he came by himself. There he learned that Team 8 got ambushed. The worst thing was that Kurenai was captured, and of course Minato couldn't find anyone better to send. Flashback, a kid? They sent a kid after me? Stop shouting, Naruto said. Insolent boy, do you know who you're dealing with? The man asked. Do you know who I am? I don't really give a damn, Naruto said. As long as you don't scream while I kill you. We will see about that, the man said. I am Aoi, and I have the Reiji no Ken sword in my possession, he said, as it was the sword of the second Hokage's. So, Naruto asked. So? Do you even know anything, boy? The man asked. Hishogin said Naruto. Aoi destroyed by a blade of yellow energy. This sword can cut through anything, Amaterasu, Naruto said. Aoi screamed like a madman. His body was covered in black flames, as Naruto clutched his head. God damn it, he said, as he walked up and picked up the blade. As he put it in his pocket. I warned you, Naruto said. End of the flashback. And then he found Kurenai strapped to a chair. And yeah, things kind of escalated from there, as Naruto wondered if Aoi gave her some aphrodisiac because they were screwing for like 2 days straight. Bah, no matter, he said. Ah, Kisaraki, said the receptionist. Hey there, he said with a wink. Is the Hokage here? Yes, he's here, but thanks. As Naruto went around, but he stopped and listened because he heard people talking inside. There was many people inside, Minato himself, his wife, Kakashi, Ibiki, and Aruka. Wait, Aruka? What is that moron doing here, Naruto thought, as he watched all of them inside talking. Why did you send Sabeki after him? Sabeki, Naruto thought. But Sasuke is just a genin. I thought it would be appropriate to send a team of genins. That was all that Naruto needed to hear as he simply jumped through the window and headed off. At the main gate. Hello, Kotetsu Aizumo. Welcome back, Hayate, said Kotetsu. How's your health? Fine, thanks. I'm feeling so good that I actually get the guts to ask. What did you do? Asked Aizumo. Well, I kind of asked Eugeo the question. Really? What did she say? Yes, said Hayate with a smile. Oh boy, looks like we're gonna get drunk soon, said Katetsu. So when's the wedding? The sooner the better, Hayate said. Yujiro said that she has a bad feeling about something, so we shouldn't delay it. Well, you know how women are. I sure do, but hey, is that Jin Kazaraki? Where is he going though? He just got back and he wasn't cleared by the Hokage to leave. I'll stop him, Hayate said as he stepped in the road. Jin Kizaraki, you are not authorized to leave. Mizuno says he created a platform of ice and jumped on top of it as he flew faster at Hayate. As Hayate pulled his blade, I warn you, Kizaraki, as Naruto drew his blade as faster than normal human eye can see, and with one swing, slice. Hayate's head was swiftly removed from his shoulders. Hayate! Katetsu screamed as they burst out of the boot, as Jin was already gone. We must tell the Hokage. At the Hokage's office, we need to assemble a team, said Minato. Kakashi, you will be their leader. Suddenly, Jiraiya flashed inside, startling everyone. As Minato looked at him, what did I tell you about the door? This is urgent. I know. Sabeki went out. We need to... Don't worry. The Akatsuki wouldn't attack her right now. Huh? Why? Ask Kushina. They need to capture all 9 Biju first. But what I need you to do right now is call Kizuraki in here right now. I'm sorry, Jiraiya-sama, said Ibiki, but what can you possibly want with him? My contact from Rice Field Country dig out some very disturbing information. The information about Kizuraki. First, I managed to learn that he was Orochimaru's student. Minato nodded. That explains his strength. What else? Oh, it get better. Apparently his goal is kill Uchiha. Sounds familiar, Jiraiya said. Kakashi eyebrow rose. He wants to kill Sasuke? But he had plenty of opportunities to do that. That's strange indeed, said Minato. Do you have any more? I do, said Jiraiya. Apparently he has the Sharingan. Minato's eyes went wide. As you remember something back then when I was fighting Orochimaru, I saw a pair of red eyes. That's what I saw. The Sharingan. It was him. He was the one who put me in that coma. I'll have him arrested in no time, said Ibiki. No, it can't be avoided, said Kakashi. Let's just call him here. Aren't you forgetting something, Minato, Jiraiya said. The barrier, said Minato. But there was no way he could get inside. Unless... Sensei, said Kakashi. As Minato pulled out a file, as he said Jin Kazuraki on the cover. As he took out a pencil and wrote 6 lines on Jin's cheek. Once he did that, his heart skipped a beat. What's wrong, Minato? Kushina asked. Realize it, haven't you? Said Jiraiya. As Minato pushed a button, Psycho, he said with trembling arms, bring me Jin Kazuraki this moment. But he went upstairs 20 minutes, Hokage-sama. I thought he was with you, the receptionist said. Don't tell me, said Minato. He heard everything Jiraiya said. Ibiki, said Minato, as Ibiki called. As Yuji arrived. Yuji, bring me 2 squads immediately. Yes, Hokage-sama. What is this, a mission? The door burst open as Izumon Kitetsu rushed inside. Hokage-sama, we have news. It can't be more important than what we have right now, said Ibiki. But it's Jin Kizuraki. What about him? Asked Minato. He has betrayed us, Hokage-sama, said Kitetsu. What do you mean betrayed? He escaped the village and what? It's Hayate. Yuji's heart ached. What about Hayate? She asked. He tried to stop Kizuraki on his way and Kizuraki killed him. Yuji's legs gave way as she fell to her knees. Damn it all the hell, Minato cursed. You will be the last member of the team, Sensei. Protect Sabeki and bring Kizuraki back alive. But Hokage-sama, said Ibiki. Those are my orders. Your mission starts now. Meanwhile, as Naruto was flying through the air. Well, there go my cover, he said. Well, screw it, he said. I wonder who Orochimaru sent to go after Sasuke. As he then heard something crash up ahead in the forest. As he went to check it out, to see Choji lying on his back. Damn, Choji thought, this guy's too strong. I only have 1 pill left, but if I use it... My. Looks like 2 pieces of trash have found each other. Drobo jump. Rattlesnake? Long time no see, Drobo. Did you miss me? No, I didn't, said Drobo. Oh, that's what I always like about you, the honesty. After all, only a dumb piece of shit will tell the truth to his enemy. What do you want, Rattlesnake? Asked Drobo. Oh, tell me, did Orochimaru send you morons after the Uchiha? Yes, said Drobo. Kimimaru? No. Ah, that's good to know. I'll ask again, said Drobo. Why are you here, Rattlesnake? Oh, sorry, I just came to see your fight. And you see, it was so pathetic. I just thought I'll kill the both of you. Drobo gritted his teeth. Don't compare me to this piece of trash. Naruto threw back his head and started to laugh. Why not? After all, you're the same in one. We're not alike, Drobo said. Oh really? Because if my memory served me correctly, you were the weakest member in the group. And this loser, he says, he pointed at Choji. Well, I don't exactly know who came along with him, but I'm sure that he was the weakest amongst them. Yeah, total loser. What he didn't know was that his words hurt Choji more than anything Drobo has done before. Drobo dashed forward. I'm not going down without a fight. Crushing palm. Naruto sliced off his arm as Drobo dropped to his knees, crying in pain. Screw you, Rattlesnake. You may kill me, but you won't catch up with the others. They should be in the stone by now. Is that so? Said Naruto. Well then, I guess I'll hurry up. The last thing Drobo saw was Naruto blade coming at him, before his head was separated from his shoulders. 1 down. 3 to go, he said, as he turned to leave. Choji coughed as he got up slowly. Jin. So, you're still alive. A shame. You are not our reinforcements, are you? Wow, did you guess it by yourself or did someone tell you? You're a traitor. I'll not let you reach others. Choji pulled a red pill. He's Shogun. Choji looked down in shock. There was an ice blade sticking out of his stomach. I have no time to waste on you, you useless garbage, Naruto says. He jumped away. I'm sorry, Shikamaru. As Choji collapsed down as darkness consumed him. As Naruto looked down to see Hinata. No, that was surprising, as she was under a tree. She was bruised and battered, but she wasn't in any dangerous situation. 5 meters away from her lay the body of Kidomaru. Dead body, in fact. As Naruto jumped and landed right in front of Hinata. What? As she looked up. Jin-kun, she said. Hey there, girl, he said, giving her a smile. You did quite a number on that loser, I see. Yes, she said. He was strong, but He? Strong, said Naruto. Don't be ridiculous. He was just a dumb piece of trash to the rest of his team. Well, it didn't seem that way to me, she said. I know better, believe me. And how so, she asked. Well, I was his team leader after all. What? You? Yep, me, he said. Are you here to help us, she asked. No, he said. You see, I betrayed Konoha. And right now I'm trying to catch up with Sasuke so I can kill him. As for you, he says, he extended his hand. As he looked at Hinata. Then again, it's not like you're in any condition to stop me. Consider this a token of respect for killing this moron. As he winked at her and turned to walk away. Oh, and when you see the Hokage, tell him that I said to go and screw himself. Further ahead. Damn, Teiwei cursed, she hid behind a tree. Goddamn sand bitch. Things were going so smoothly until she got here. Teiwei then saw there was a strange weasel summon as it was ripping apart everything in its grasp. Damn it. There's no way I can get past that, she said, as she was already in a bad condition. This is incredible. There's no way she can dodge at Shikamaru. No she can't, said Temari. But suddenly, a ice spear ran right through the summon. Teiwei closed her eyes. I knew that you would come, shithead, she said. Did you have any doubts in her to ask? He landed right beside her. Jin, said Temari, surprised. What are you doing here, Kizaraki? Shikamaru asked in her eyes. No, that's an interesting question, Naruto said, as he picked Teiwei up by her hair. Did you miss me, bitch, he asked. You bet I did, asshole, she said, as she wrapped her arms around his neck and kissed him. What? Temari said. Just as I expected, said Shikamaru. As the two broke the kiss, you piece of shit. Who leaves someone for so long without screwing their brains out, she asked. Did I tell you I like you this way more? Naruto asked. Besides, could you find someone else suitable to replace me while I was gone? No way, she said. The only person I could allow to touch me was Kimimaro. And we all know that he's gay, for Orochimaru. Yeah, sad but true. So tell me, where's our little Sasuke-kun? Well, there were complications. Continue, said Naruto. As she returned back to her normal form, everything was going well until Kimimaro came. I should have known. It's Uchiha in the barrel. Yes, but you should hurry. He will break out soon. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to finish my business with Kimimaro first. Now you know what to do. Go you know where. And prepare for the you know what. Got it. But what about these two? As she pointed at Shikamaru and Temari. I'll deal with them. Now go. As Teiwei went through several hand signs before poofing away. Now then, let's deal with you first. I always knew that you were a traitor, Kizaraki, said Shikamaru with a glare. Sure you did. Hey Shogun, he said. As Shikamaru jumped out of the way, but the blade pierced him right in the shoulder. I guess I missed. As he narrowed his eyes at Temari, who wasn't doing anything, she was just watching the fight. As he tilted his head towards her, as she nodded. Hey Shogun, he says, he fired another blade towards Shikamaru. As Temari jumped in the way and destroyed the blade of ice. You remember what I did to your brother, girl? Do you really want to stand against me? He asked. We can't win this battle, she said, helping Shikamaru up. We need to retreat. It's troublesome, but you're right. I will not forget this, Kizaraki, said Shikamaru. Sure, you do that, pal. As Shikamaru turned, as Temari looked at Naruto, as Naruto gave her a wink, as she winked back at him. With the Konoha team, what's our status? Asked Jiraiya as he looked at Pakon. I can sense someone present nearby, and we're catching up to Sobege's team, but Jin Kizaraki's outrun Nox's scent is becoming weaker and weaker. You mean he's actually moving faster than we do? Guy asked in surprise. It's not just that, I can't smell him on the ground or trees. There's only a faint presence in the wind. It's like he's flying. He's probably using that Mizu technique of his. I saw him use it against Zabuza. Damn it. We just need to get to Sobeki before he does anything. Hey you J.O. Hey you J.O. Yes, what is it, Kakashi-senpai? She said, snapping out of her thoughts. Look, you J.O. I know what you're feeling. And I don't know what possessed Minato-sensei to give that capture alive order. But this is our mission and we need to follow it. He needs to die, she said. That bastard got into our village. He took away Hayate. He got into our village and took away our kindness and laughed at our face. And he betrayed us. He needs to die. Well, that is just... Everyone stop, said Jiraiya. Look there. That's... said Asuma. His eyes widened as he quickly jumped down. As everyone landed. Oh my god, said Guy. As Choji had a blade of ice through his stomach, lying down in a pool of his own blood. That bastard. As Yujiro clenched her fist. What's his status? He's alive, said Asuma. But he's in bad condition. He needs to get to the hospital immediately. Very well. I believe you should take care of it, Asuma. He's your student after all, said Jiraiya. Asuma nodded as he picked Choji up. Make sure to make that bastard pay, he said. You bet we will, said Yujiro. Alright, let's move out, said Jiraiya. Back with Naruto. As Naruto was watching Gaara, as his jutsu completely changed the landscape, as Kimimaro was currently being buried under a massive grunt of sand, and here I felt that I would actually have a chance to finish him off myself. Suddenly, Kimimaro burst out of the sand. Man, this guy is stubborn. But Lee jumped in the way and knocked Kimimaro away. You again, said Kimimaro. You got in my way for the last time. He was about to finish Lee off when sand started swirling around Gaara madly. I won't give up my new dream so easily. I won't lose, even if I will have to use its power again. As sand started to cover Gaara's right arm. Not so fast. As Jin slapped a ceiling tag on Gaara's head, flipping over him. Gaara gasped and shot before his eyes rolled over in the back of his head, before he fell unconscious. Safe, Naruto said. Kizaraki Lee said confused. What are you doing here? Hello, Kimimaro, Naruto said. How are you feeling? As he ignored Lee. Jin, I'm glad that you're here. How so? Because now I can die by your hand instead of dying like trash from your illness. I see. Since both of us have little time to spare, how about we get to business right away? Wait a minute, Lee said. What is going on? Hishogen, Naruto said. As Kimimaro fired off a bone attack at Lee as well. As Lee jumped away at the last moment. Get lost. This is a duel between Jin and me. You heard the man. No scram, Naruto said. I will not back down, said Lee. I will prove that I can be an excellent shinobi. I've had enough of you, Naruto said as he looked at Lee, straight in the eyes. The Sharingan? But that's... Lee then found himself surrounded by darkness as several blue flames started to come closer and closer to him. No, he said in fear as he started to scream. As Naruto threw back his head and started to laugh. As Lee collapsed down. Before we start, Jin, were you able to do what you wanted in Konoha? I did actually. I see, that's good. Why is that good, Naruto asked. Because despite everything, I still consider you my friend. Even after I, well, poison you? Yes, even after that. Now give me that glorious end I desire. Very well, old friend, consider this my parting gift. With that, the both of them rushed at each other. But guys, will be any episode right here. For the next part of this, no do like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn bell notifications stay posted. Remember to share to all of your friends in social media platform. And also, stay tuned for the rest of the what ifs coming your way. And also go check out the previous what ifs and enjoy. But for now, I'm out of here. See you guys soon. Peace.